yesterday the police went all out. They patrolled. They showed in full force as if we have riots, as if Nigeria is in civil world war. They were showing all their vans, all manners of guns, tear gas, all in a bid to suppress people who are suffering, who have come together that they're going to protest come August. Mr. Chinedu, what is going on with our democracy in Lagos and in Nigeria?
Yes, that's the show of strength. That's what they're supposed to do. They are police force. They're supposed to show the commander in chief that they are still available. You know, whether they still have that strength or not. That's what they're supposed to do.
Against Nigeria, peaceful Nigeria?
They're not showing it to Nigeria now. They are just showing show of strength. You know, they are just demonstrating that chief, the president can see that at least we self will still there. Anyhow, but we'll still there. That's what they are doing. It's not as if it's been directed on Nigerians or the citizenry, you know. But if you look at it very well, that is what they're supposed to do. When a president sees an atmosphere like that, he feel that he can curtail any uprising in that regard, or he can stop or quench any uprising in that regard. So if you see, that's why the Nigerian police, that's why the Nigerian military, they are there to protect, and make that things are being done in order. But the other angle of it is also what we are looking at. You see all these police show of strength. Let me put it that way, or trying to show that they are still present. They are loyal to the person that is paying their salary. If na you they go show say at the end of the month oga go fit pay them, oga will still dey unless a major force comes. You understand what I mean? If you look at the Bermuda Triangle, you look at the nature of Bermuda Triangle. Do you know why the whole world is afraid of Bermuda Triangle? Is because of the magnetic force that's about 4,000 or 4 million meters deep. You understand what I'm saying? Because of that magnetic force at Bermuda Triangle, any force that goes trying to pass within that territory, it goes down. Unless the Nigerian government sees such a force, they will continue to parade themselves. That's what they are saying. But unfortunately, like Undume will always say, I'm just trying to be patriotic. That's why I said what I said. Are we having that kind of patriotism now? Can you boast that the Genz in Nigeria today can stand up and said, enough is enough?
Mr. Chinedu, are you saying the president is the one instigating the police to some sort suppress people?
Bros, whatever this, the police has not come out to shoot anybody that is protesting because the protest has not started. What they are trying to show is that they are on red alert. They are alert. They are equal to the task. They are trying to show, that they are under the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The protest has not started, so that you'll be able to define whether the police we are trying to extend brutality, or clamp down by force, or trying to show any form of unprofessionalism in trying to carry out their work. We need police to go to the street and ask for transformation in governance. We need the police. Protest, demonstration is a constitutional right. So nobody's going to question that. You understand? We understand the situation very clearly, that some people are beginning to distance themselves, as a result of financial pacification. When they have been pacified.
They have been bought over.
I don't want to say, I use that word bought over, because if you say you bought somebody over, you can go to court and contest it. But when you say it can come in any form, the coalition of Northern Group came out publicly to make it very clearly that they are not part of this protest, whatever, in any form. And you can see the Eastern governors, led by Ozodinma, came out and make it very clearly, publicly. He said Igbo should not partake at all. They don't want to see any Igbo man there. The Ohanaeze is saying the same thing. We understand that they plan to link the protest and hang it around and build it around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that Tinubu, Oga, as I'm talking to you now, 70% of the agencies and personnel that is running Aso Rock are Yorubas. They already had, Aso Rock has been Yorubalized. So they can easily walk to the president and tell him, Mr. President, this Nnamdi Kanu is behind this protest. And the IPOB is behind this. Then they will start destroying all the investment of Igbos around Nigeria. Then they will see more reason they will hold Nnamdi Kanu, because they know that Nnamdi Kanu stands as a rallying point for anything that has to do with, Igbo and Biafra.
But the Nigerian youth have said that this protest is not going to be tribalized, that they have all grown beyond any form of tribalism, that it is the APC Ronus who are trying to use this agenda, that even Igbos will join the protest.
That's what I'm telling you, the Gen Zs. Bros, understand when I made that comment, the Gen Zs in Igbo land. The word Gen Zs came from Kenya. We know what Gen Z means when you talk about Kenya, and it's spreading in Africa. It's spreading, the matter is in Nigeria already.
What does it mean?
So what it means that in the eastern region, it's a Biafran land, purely Igbo. Let me put it that way. Inside that Igbo, there are generations, whose principle can be seen to be linked with the development and regeneration of the black man, not based on Biafra. Who want to see Nigeria need to change? There are people like that. Who has interest of Obi, who are still having that nationalistic mindset like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. They are there, bros. They are in Yoruba land. They are also in the northern part of the country. Can those people now be able to muster the strength to step out and call a spade a spade? Because I'm telling you now, Nigeria is being murdered by these people. And those who are watching their country being taken to the slaughter, to butcher, and you say they should. No, they can't do that. They're not bigotries. They are not separatists. No, you please understand where the direction I'm going.
I'm following you closely, bumper to bumper.
You understand what I'm saying? So those people now, there must be a space for them to operate, and those are people are saying that they are going to finance this protest more than they finance the obedient movement. Now that statement again, the federal government has cashed on it, and they're telling you now that it is obedient that's trying to sponsor and lead the protest, trying to still link it to Igbo man. Bro, do you understand what I'm saying? Because when you mention obedient, anything obedient, in the consciousness of other Nigerians, it's all about Igbo. But they forgot. You see, my brother, the kind of thing that is happening in Nigeria, we need to understand it very well. We need to demarcate it by ourselves using platforms like this. Because what the leaders are passing, the information the leaders are passing to the general public is different from the one we are passing here. For me, I want the generation of the black man. I want African continent not to depend on the white man who is already in the mood building skyscrapers in the moon. And we cannot be able to buy garri to eat. We cannot even drink water. We have nowhere water to drink. Look at what is happening in families now. The mother is the papa is asking the mother question. The mother is asking the papa question. The children are asking the same question. The parents are asking. So who is going to? So it has become a struggle. It has become a struggle. So by the time we move from that point to another point, We will now begin to know whether this thing is going to advance to a point that is going to be going to turn to our metamorphose to revolution. Yes. And if it has come to that, they begin to see ethnicity will play in, religion will play in, and the biggest losers are likely going to be Igbos, because that's what we are saying. We are not going to be part of it because the spirit of Biafra had deserted the entity called Nigeria.
Some people are saying that the Biafrans agitators are like scouting, like they are up there watching for the protest to go on, and if anything goes wrong, they are waiting for the right time to strike.
It's not
Is that the case?
it might not be the case because there's somebody whose word is law and order. That's Nnamdi Kanu. He's somewhere. He steps out. He said no protest in Nigeria. Bro, don't be surprised. There will be no protest. The protesters are demanding for his release. In Kenya, they were demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. In Ghana, the same thing. All over Africa, they are making references to him. Do you know why? Go and look at Asadi Dokubo, Tombolo them, Sunday Bowo. What is the name of the other guy? They have been financially manipulated. Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that rejected it. Do you know, bros, you don't want government want to pacify you with money. Do you know what it means? Calm down. Diego, you calm down. They give you what they can't. Look at Asari Dokubo jumping up and down. Asari Dokubo, would you ever believe it in this world that Asari Dokubo will be misbehaving on the street of Nigeria? Money. But this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a personality that they're not even struggling to have. Some African countries are struggling to have a personality like Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the statement that was created to their young man from Burkina Faso, speaking about Nnamdi Kanu. You think the news are not spreading? The news is everywhere. What is happening in Nigeria is everywhere. The Kenyan youth are even asking, most populous black nation in Africa, where are your youths? Now bomb, they follow. Bomb. No, bros, it's not a joke. But I know that Nigerian youths, if they are able to throw away bigotry, tribalism, ethnicity, and clearly move and stand, bros, these guys will give us space. And they tell you tomorrow, and they tell you completely. What happened in Ensa like Pentecostal day? Like everybody just dey possessed. Start must go and starts go. The politicians today, that's why they are saying we could have wait. They are breaking. Are you not seeing the newspaper? They are wait because when they remember what happened during NSAS, they are the target. Look at what they are saying. The security report this morning is that there is massive build up among governors, ex-politicians, legislators in all their homes, and wives and children are being massively secured. You think saying a poor man to poor man? No, it's no longer to shoot me. Forget, now there would they go, bro. No, you know, see for instance. So, pardon me, say be now then when they want drink beer, they no go invite us. Just like what the video did. But when we say make we go on the dance for stream, song go the beat us, they shout the video, you go come there. Now we will come do the suffering. Then when you want to chop, they will go inside, go carry the same people, come chop. That's what Nigerian politicians are doing. And we are beginning to understand because God is blessing individuals on the street. The street is transforming. Just like when the church came. I'm sorry, I'm moving this in, but I just want to cite an example. That as a young man growing up then, when I was growing up, in our vicinity, in our area, your mother will tell you, your parents will tell you, don't marry a pastor because he's a poor man. They call pastors church rats. Can anybody come out now and say that pastors are church rats? Can't say it. Are you happy if it has not happened in your area, in your village, or in your state? It has. I've witnessed it. Don't marry this man. Don't marry this man. She in shoe don't bend. He say na pastor, they worship God. They laugh. But today, what the Bible said, that the Bible said that God crossed his hand. When God crossed his hand, favor came to Jacob. God is going to cross his hand, the street is going to explode. And you can see how God is picking people and transforming their lives from the street. You can see the exercise. Nigerians were playing ball abroad. They remove their clothes. You see an exercise. The whole world is watching. Yeah, exercise. He's coming from the street. He has to represent the street. Shut down cryptocurrency is the source of income. You don't know that these Nigerian youths now are more sophisticated. And when they tell you they're going to finance this protest more than obedient, watch what is going to happen at the end of the day.
Thank you very much for that wonderful submission, Mr. Matthew. Please kindly like, subscribe, and share to this channel. This is the only way we seek for support from our viewers. Thank you for joining us. Do have a nice day. Bye for now. How many minutes? 16.